I think we'll throw a rocky ridge through here. Cap it off with more of a plain stone. And back to some dirt in between. Maybe a slight rocky ridge through here. And again back to our dirt. And throw in a bit of mud. Why not? Again back to our rock, our solid rock for the top. And back to dirt. So again, I'm using 6 different layers here. In Unreal, if you're creating a game, I wouldn't probably go that high. I'd probably stick to maybe 3 layers. But because we're going to be creating a cinematic, 6 layers will be fine. We don't have to worry so much about a game running or people running around in a game. So, but if you were making a game, doing your painting of your landscape, try and stick to maybe 3 layers. Okay, this is quite a large landscape, but because it's going to be completely surrounding that Art Deco building we're going to place in the middle when we export it from Max. We've done most of the interior pieces. It's really only that large building and a few small bits and pieces left that I have to take out of Max before we can start rebuilding it in Unreal. And again, I'm just making sure that none of this watered area where the water is laying on the ground is sitting on an angled piece of mesh or the landscape, because it'll just look odd. So I'm just filling that in with dirt. So I do want to leave it sitting on the top areas because I do like the look of it. Go back to our rock for these higher pieces here. I'll leave the watered areas in these smaller indents because that looks more natural. Let's go to a solid stone for the top of these risers, I think.
When your world feels like it's crumbling now, just know that I'll be around. there to catch you when you're falling. I know that you've been feeling down every time that you call out. Girl, I will be there every time you need me. And you know we gotta be together, 'cause we are
Maybe some broken stone through here.
and we are refined to say we'll never fall apart. Lean on me, I would always be there. Lean on me through your darkest nightmare. Lean on me, I would always be on time for you.
And back to some dry dirt, just to mix it up a bit.
You mean the world to me. You're everything that I can see.
Maybe a different dirt color, a lighter colored one to mix with that brown.
I can feel you all my dreams. And you know we gotta be together, 'cause we are designed to be.
And again, no, I'm not going to go past that rise because we're never going to see it from the camera, which we're going to have down here for our cinematic.
Lean on me, I would always be there. Lean on me through your darkest nightmare. Lean on me, I would always be on time for you. Lean on me, I will be your hero. Lean on me, whether I'm near or far. Lean on me, I would always win the fight for
Maybe back to our rock. The plain stone on top. And back to dirt again. Now, you see me switching often between the rock, the plain rock and the dirt, just so I can make sure that I vary it up a lot. I don't just keep painting with one texture. And even with the dirt, I use two different dirt colours, a mud and a dry dirt, just to give the dirt areas more colour variation. We'll go back to a plain stone, I think, for these ridges. Make sure we get them on both sides. I've gone for a broken stone in the centre of the ridge because you're going to get water travelling down and breaking the stone up. So broken stone through the dips in the ridge and a more of a plain stone on the outer edges. And again, I want to make sure I don't leave any of that shiny water lying on an angle or a rise. Go back to throw some dirt through there. Back to some mud. Again, just to vary up the colour a bit. I'll go back to the broken stone on these small rised areas, risen areas, just to make them look like they're breaking up. And make sure I cap it with a solid stone. And again, I keep going down on an angle so I can judge the actual angle of the land itself for my texture that I want to place, so I know which texture I should be placing. Back to some rock through here. And again, this landscape is using the landscape in Unreal, but the actual design of it was done in Eon View, and I exported a height map out of Eon View that I then brought into Unreal to use to actually construct the land. Just because I find I use Eon View a lot in ArchViz for my work, and I find it's the tools in it are a little bit more easier, not easier to use. You have more variety in Eon View to do your landscape modeling than you do in Unreal with their default tools. I mean, by all means, you can use Unreal's built-in tools. They work okay, but yeah, Eon View, because it's a landscape generation program, gives you a lot more control over modeling your, painting your landscape, or when I say painting, modeling up your landscape. And you can just export out a height map and bring that into Unreal here to create your land that way. Go back to a dirt. You'll notice when I paint this dirt in, I don't just go like this all over the top of the land. I paint it following the contours that are actually already on the mesh, the landscape itself. And then I bury it up with another dirt color in between. And again, that's just to make it look a bit more natural. My shader has to recompile there. We've hit a new area again. You see it compiling down here in the corner. That's okay, we can work on another spot while it's doing that. Let's put some dirt through here. Just give me a sec, my phone has just gone off. There we go. And again, I'm painting out that water that's laying here on these angled sections, because it's really unnatural to have water lying on a surface that's at an angle like that. Again, guys, remember, if my music or anything is too loud, please tell me in chat. Or if you've got a question, feel free to pop into chat and ask me. Like I said, I've worked in 3D model. I've been doing 3D modeling now for more than 10 years. I've worked in games, and I work in ArchViz now, but I've done film work as well. So if you have a question about anything or 3D software in general, please feel free to ask me. I'm not pretending I know everything, but if I can help, I'm happy to try. Just throwing some broken rock on these ridges through here. We'll go to a solid stone, I think, for the top here. We'll make this more of a stone plateau.
yeah. Love me real hard, yeah. Oh, dancing in the moonlight.
And maybe some more broken stone through here. And maybe some solid stone up in through here. Again, following those ridge lines. And back to some dirt. I do want to leave some of the water lying on those low areas though. And I think this large ridge at the top here, we can go with that broken rock. It should look quite interesting through here. We'll break it up a bit with some of these solid rock. Just a minute. Okay, we'll go back to our solid rock and we'll top that broken rock wall with some solid rock. Get into a position where we can see that a bit better. I'm still on my broken rock. I'm wondering what's going on there. There we go. More of our solid rock for the top. We'll just bring that down here and there in spots, just to blend it together a bit better. Back to the broken rock here for these areas on the side. And then back to our solid rock for the top. Again, let's position the camera so we can see it a little bit better. We'll make this like a really large rocky outcrop here at the top, I think. We'll throw some dirt to mix through that, to break it up. Again, back to our rock layer for the sides. Rocky layer for the sides. And again, we'll blend in some of the solid rock for the top, just in spots here and there. Back to a bit of dirt. Again though, I'm not going to texture it right back to the edge there where that terrain ends, because we're not going to see past the top of the ridge, or from our camera. Again, I'm going to make sure that I break that dirt colour up with another dirt colour. Okay, let's work on this ridge at the front here. Again, we're going to go back to that rocky texture. And back to a bit of that darker dirt. Maybe a bit of the mud, the lighter coloured mud. And a bit of dried dirt to break up the colour. I'm going to throw some dry dirt through these lowest sections, I think. They're not really rocky, so we'll just mix the two different dirt colours up a bit. Okay, let's break that up with a different coloured dirt here and there. I'm just going to take a break for a couple of minutes, guys. I'm just going to grab a fresh cup of coffee. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'll leave you with my Be Right Back screen and I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue painting our landscape. Again, I want to make sure I don't leave any of that water laying on angled bits of the geometry. may actually paint some of that broken rock through here, I think. Again, just to break up the look a bit. And put some stone on the top. Maybe through that slight ridge in there. And back to our broken rock. And back to some solid stone just in spots here and there. We might break that up a bit with some dry dirt, I think. And some mud. Let's put some dirt just through here, I think. And back to our rock through here. Broken rock. And back to some dirt. Dirt, rock, broken rock, solid rock, and mud. They're the three sort of main textures that we're concentrating on. Again, remember to break up any of that solid brown colour with another colour texture, just to make it look more interesting. Well, we're nearly there. I think once we get to the end here, I want to look at bringing one more variation of the large rocks in. And then we have to concentrate maybe tomorrow and the rest of next week on painting up this side of the landscape. Let's go back to our rock. And back to some dirt. Again, I'm following these ridge lines. I don't know if you can see them on stream that run up to paint out any of that water that's laying on them. It still leaves the water laying in the middle of the ridge, in the dip of the ridge there. I seem to be dropping frames for some reason, not sure why. OBS can be strange sometimes, so sorry if the stream's getting a bit choppy. I don't know why OBS is dropping frames. Go back to mud. Again, that's just to give it a bit of variation in the colour. Okay. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on OBS there to make sure it's not dropping too many frames. It seems to have settled down now, so. Let's throw some broken rock along this ridge through here. And put some dirt up on the top. And just vary that up with a different coloured dirt and mud. Again, I avoid painting like this because I can't see the lay of the land. I always prefer to angle the camera down so I can see exactly what the lay of the land is as I paint it. Yeah, let's throw a bit of a rocky outcrop just here on this corner piece. And we'll do some solid stone for the top areas. Maybe put a little bit of dirt through the top. Hey Rage, how's things? Good to see you. We're still texturing up our landscape here. I thought we'd concentrate on doing this side to the front here before we start tackling the other side here. I think once we get to the front though, we'll bring in another stone so that we can start placing some stones around. It's good to see you, Rage, and thanks for popping into chat and saying hi. Like I said, that lets me know you guys are around and watching and I'm not talking to myself. Which is fine. I like talking to myself anyway. Is the music too loud for your Rage? Let me know if it is. I did turn it down again. I played back the stream from yesterday and yeah, it was a bit loud. I could barely hear myself talk, so I have turned it down again. Rage says he started learning substance today because of me. Okay. When you get time, could you look at this rock wall I made? Yeah. Pop. I think I added you to my regulars. Just let me double check. Hang on before you post a link. I'm pretty sure you're a regular, but I'm going to double check. I don't want Nightbot to time you out. Come on, Nightbot. Yep, you're a regular. Yeah. Pop a link into. No, you won't get timed out, Rage. I've added you as a regular to Nightbot, so because you're a regular to the channel, you are good to go. It's only new people that aren't regulars that will get banned, so you're fine. I've added you as a regular, so feel free to pop a link into chat and I'll take a look at your rock. Cool. Let me have a look here. I'm just opening it up now. So this is a rock you've created in Substance Painter, I'm assuming? I'm assuming you mean Substance Painter and not Substance Designer, I think they call it. Yeah, Substance Painter, yep. Very nice. Now, okay, I'm not looking... This is just a 2D view, yeah? I'm not seeing a 3D. This is just your texture. I was trying to... Yeah, Substance Painter too, yep. It's a good program. I prefer to use Mari to do texture painting because it's more artistic. I can paint it. But Substance Painter is very good, and the landscapes that the texturing I'm doing are substances made from Painter, so... the texture is very nice. Nice work. Yep, I really like that. I'm just... what, are you creating your rocks in Maya? Did you use Maya, don't you, Rage? I think you told me you used Maya. I'm just... Yeah, but the texture itself is looking very nice. Some nice detailing going on in the texture. These breaks in the actual rock are nice as well. These lines that you've got for the breaks. You're enjoying the program? Yeah, well, no, my pleasure. Like I said, it's I use a lot of different software just because of what my work. And so if I can recommend anything to you guys that I think is good, I'm quite happy to.